What are you most grateful for, like, at this point in life?
I'm glad I'm not living alone. Like, it's sometimes I think I take for granted that, like, another person, another living human being looked at me and said, like, let me spend some time with you.
Yeah.
And, like, still wants to do that.
Yeah.
It's a big thing. And, like, when
beautiful.
I stop and think about it, I'm like, yo, that's important. Like, this life is a tough one to go out alone. And I'm realizing that more and more. Like, the fact that I have a partner that loves me and that just wants to see me okay. Like, that's the hope every day for her. So I think that's probably what I'm most grateful for.
Wow. I think that aligns with kind of my answer too, is I think just memories, being able to have memories, right? Being able to think about like storing something in your brain, you know, like a good moment. I think it's because I don't have a partner. I'd probably say like the same thing as you, but I think remembering those past relationships, or even with like, you know, friends or family, or when we went on like a road trip, you know, like randomly to Chicago, and maybe it wasn't like eventful, but like I still cherish like the memory of just like the nothing, right? Yeah, man, the memories.
I like that. That's a good one.
Welcome back. Welcome home to the You Are Here podcast. This is episode 201. Thanks for stopping by. Shout out to the official partner of the podcast, Anytown Actors Lab. If you're lost, you're an actor, you're trying to figure it out, or trying to get into it, anytownactorslab.com. Get on there. They got free consultations. You got a teacher that's been doing it for a long time. He's experienced. He's developed the craft, and he's well read. He's a great teacher. He's got as like I said, the online consultations. And if you're in the Dallas-Fort Worth area, you can do it in-person class, which is awesome. AnytownActorsLab.com.
I think there's sales right now too.
Really?
I think right now it's like you can get part of the program is up there right now. I believe it's like a online course that's already recorded. So if you can't take the full sessions online, like the personal ones, you could still get a like fully prepared, like I think it's like 9 classes that go through each section of the course. And I think it's partially discounted right now. So yeah, man, check it out.
Boom. Shout out to the patrons, patreon.com/You Are Here podcast. Best way to support us goes straight back into the podcast. If you just like what we do and you want to throw a buck or two, that's what it is. Didn't mean the rhyme. That was kind of cool. Twitch.tv/You Are Here podcast. We're twitching. We're live. We're affiliates. We're playing games every week. We have a good time. Hop in there. We got a little crowd. It's a good time. We're back, man.
We're back.
And I want to start it off with something that happened to me today. So I want to talk about the power of a shower.
Oh.
I think Mikey's just rhyming today.
Yeah, you're big rhyme schemer.
Mikey's on the bike, he's just rhyming.
Oh, Mikey on bike, he's rhyming.
Just rhyming today. But the power of just taking a shower.
Okay.
Because you know what happened to me today? I think I want to blame it on, and I want to ask you.
Yeah.
So I'm at work, and I see this like older lady that it's like at my job, basically, that I see every once in a while. And it's always like nice. She owns like this it's like religious products and stuff, like the I don't even know what you call it, but like stuff you see in churches and stuff, like the pictures and stuff like that. She has a bunch of it, like statues.
Yeah,
she sells them. And she's like, oh, like I was on the phone and she was like, oh, like, hello. And she told me like, come to my place once you're done. I'm like, okay, cool. I'm like,
she has a little shop.
Yeah. And she seems she was like so happy or something.
Yeah.
And I went to her and she was like, oh, can you help me? Can you give me a number to this guy to fix my light? And I'm like, okay, like, yeah, like no problem.
Yeah.
And then she's like, looking at me, she's like, are you okay? Like, wow. You look very like pale and like you gained weight. And I was like, what are you saying right now? I was like, she like nonchalantly was like, you look really pale. And like, yeah, like you look like you've gained weight. I'm like,
when's the last time she saw you?
Like maybe 2 weeks ago.
What?
Yeah. And I was like, huh? and I'm going to be real. Today, something in my repertoire changed. I didn't take a shower this morning. Is it that?
Yeah.
You think it's just the shower?
Yeah.
Because I washed my face. I did like my skincare.
Maybe you were tired. Maybe you just looked tired.
Yeah, I guess so.
You know?
Do I look pale and tired?
No, not
fat?
No.
Dude, I heard that. I kind of like not like, you know, just brushed it off.
Yeah.
But I was like, after I was like, fuck you.
Yeah.
What?
I was just talking about that today. Like, there's things that.
And she's like, yeah, we got to take care of you. I'm like, what the fuck?
What are you gonna feed me? Like,
Yeah, you're not gonna do anything.
What are you gonna put me on a? Yeah. There's things that like I was talking to Alexa today, working out, and I was like, if there's like something, even if I think it as a truth, like I'm like, oh yeah, you look paler today. I'm not just gonna say that.
Yeah.
It's gonna fucking stay in your head all day like that. You know what I mean? I wouldn't just be like firing off like, oh, the shirt makes you look fat, dude.
Yeah.
It'd be like crazy to say that kind of thing. Put a friend in your head, you know? And she was like, no, you gotta be truthful and honest, and like you gotta put it on the spot when you see it. And I'm like, I don't know if that's true.
Yeah.
Well, if that's how, I just don't want to do that. I don't like doing that.
I think I agree, yes, kind of. Like, say it, right?
Yeah.
But if it's like a one-time day thing, like, I didn't take a shower and like my hair was a little bit more greasy, like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know. Maybe you don't gotta say it.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
I don't know. Maybe I was sick. I even told her like, oh, she has like Thanksgiving before she even said that. I was like, oh yeah, I'm coming off like a sickness maybe. Like, I don't know.
Yeah.
And then she said it. I'm like,
Yeah.
I just said I'm sick. So like, you're just putting it in my face now. I was so pissed inside. I was like, this is ridiculous.
Dude, I want to talk about something real quick because I know I'm going to forget because I forgot for 3 weeks. Okay. It's story time.
Oh no.
So this is for people, I think, who are listening. Thank you guys for listening. Like and subscribe. Continue
really
to help us out. I appreciate that you guys are riding with us.
Like and subscribe.
Like and subscribe. Tell your mom about us. I'm just kidding. I don't know why I said that.
Why not?
Sure. We're mom.
You have to have like a mom population.
We're mom friendly. I think we're mom friendly.
Yeah.
Yeah, big time. Moms love us too. I don't know why I'm stuck on that. It's so weird. So if you want to know Mikey better, if you want to get a better insight on who Mikey is, so one day we were working together. This is more recent, and I'd say like an older woman, you know, like came into the shop and she was looking up at the front, and we have a bunch of retail items, and Mikey's at the counter, so he's, hey, how you doing, miss? And she's like, oh, I'm good. You know, I'm just looking at what you got here. And she goes, oh, these are chocolate bars, huh? And Mike's like, yeah, they're real good. And she's like, oh wow, Rocky Road. This is a Rocky Road chocolate bar? And he's like, yeah, Rocky Road chocolate bar. And she goes, wow, I love Rocky Road. And Mike goes, yeah, I love Rocky Road. Rocky Road's my favorite. And I heard that, and I remember I looked at you, and the way that you fucking turned after you said that, you smirked. And I fucking knew, like, Mike, it was like instinct in my blood from knowing you. I knew that you lied. I knew that you lied to her, and you were just trying to like up her and get her psyched up about the Rocky Road. So you're like, I fucking love Rocky Road too.
Yeah.
If she would have said, I love axes with two sides on the axe, you'd be like, I fucking love those too. Like, fuck yeah.
If you're hyped about it, I'm all in.
You're all in, and you're down to lie for the hype.
Yeah.
And I think it gave me a peek into a bit about who you are. For the sake of other people, you will lie to them to keep their energy high.
Yeah.
And I don't think that's a bad thing.
I don't think so either.
I just thought it was hysterical.
I think the funniest part was I turned to you and you were looking at me like disappointed.
I knew you lied.
And I went up to you and said, I never had Rocky Road.
No, I said, you never had Rocky Road. You go, how did you fucking know? How did you know? And I knew you never had, because you like 2 ice creams. You don't like all that crazy shit.
That's true.
You'll eat like a pistachio and a chocolate.
But you know, yeah, what is Rocky Road?
Yeah.
Can I figure out today? What is it?
You figured it out?
I haven't figured it out.
I think it's like a chocolate ice cream with like marshmallows in it and like chocolate chips, I think. I don't even know, to be honest, Rocky.
Dude, I mean, then why are we calling it Rocky Road?
I mean, you have it when you're a kid. That's what I remember.
She was an older lady.
Yeah, it has marshmallows in it. It's chocolate ice cream with marshmallows in it. I know that for sure.
Maybe I gotta try it.
You should try it.
All right?
You won't like it. But it was funny that you just fucking lied to her face, and I knew it, dude.
You know what? You know what that comes from?
What?
That comes from years of in this, like, that industry.
What industry?
Of like the food service.
The food service industry.
Yeah, because it's always like, I mean, a lot of the time I do give my personal opinion.
And people ask you.
When people ask, I always have a thing. Like for sure, I have my favorites.
Yeah.
But if it's something where they're telling me like, oh, I love this, I'm like, if I don't like it, I'm like,
yeah,
I don't like it. I'm not going to tell them that.
Yeah.
And she did buy it.
She did.
So
she bought the Rocky Road chocolate bar.
Selling product.
Yeah.
That's what you do.
You are.
That's what I did. I did lie.
You lied to her face. But it was, I think.
It's a bit disingenuous.
Is that a bad lie?
It's not.
It's not.
Because you know what? Maybe I would like it. But I am still telling a lie. It doesn't matter. There's no way to soften this, you know?
But in the Bible it says, thou shalt not lie. But you think
Even
God,
about Rocky Road?
that's what I'm saying. Would God be like disappointed in you if he was like,
yeah.
He's like, let me see. Let me pull out the scroll of sin.
If I told someone, I'm like, I never had Rocky Road actually.
Oh, man.
They'd be like, what? Like they'd be so.
It'd be a weird
It would destroy the mood.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And I had a good time.
Yeah.
Just from that experience. It was a nice like encounter.
Yeah.
And if I said, I've never tried that, she'd be like, huh?
It would,
I feel like.
Yeah, I agree. It would be a weird, it'd be an awkward encounter.
Yeah. I'd be like, yeah, I've never done Rocky Road. Mm-hmm. What is that? What's in that?
Yeah.
That is such like a, oh man. I'd love to see watch myself do that from like the third person.
Yeah.
Right? Like watch me do that. I feel like it'd be so funny.
Yeah, dude. It was hysterical watching you lie. And knowing it too. Like it was fucking hysterical.
Oh, man. But yeah, that does come from the service industry.
I get it.
You just gotta sell.
Because you're selling product. You're a salesman.
You could be a human.
Yeah.
Which I want to be. But sometimes it comes out.
Yeah.
In that form.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, someone asked me today, what kind of food should I order? I said, I don't know. You like bagels? You know what a bagel tastes like. You know, egg sandwiches are good, I guess. I was just throwing shit out there. And
that is kind of annoying. It's like, we know what everything tastes like. This is actually something I heard. I forgot who I heard it from. Dang it. But it's the key to not eating like a glutton and being a fat boy.
You talking to me or who are you talking to?
Both of us.
Whoa.
Or just me now.
Why'd you say
just me now?
Why'd you call me fat boy?
Well, because we used to be both fat boys, but now you're not. Now it's only me, and I felt bad. And
I'm disrespected now. And now what are you going to do to... How are you going to make me feel better?
We used to call each other the sweet donut boys, dude. Until you got skinny and trimmed up.
No.
All right?
I still got mine. I'm not fat,
What'd you eat,
but
dude?
I do have a...
What'd you eat?
I went for a run yesterday.
Okay, all right.
I was sprinting hills. Yes, I was sprinting hills in the cold. Okay. Yes, I was wearing tights, sprinting hills in the cold,
That's
dude.
Messed up.
In a hoodie.
Well, I went for a walk.
Felt like fucking Rocky. Yes, guys, I know. At 32, I'm still sprinting hills. It's crazy. I know. The kids' jeans are nuts.
Now, how many sprints do you do?
Man, it's just like 25 in the midst of like a mile and a half or really just like a jog, and then I'll throw some sprints in there.
You just sprint?
Yeah, when I see a hill, I sprint it.
Oh my god,
that's my thing. That's my inner test.
Whoa!
If I'm running and I see a hill, I'm sprinting the hill.
Dang.
Yeah.
I mean, good for you, man.
And then today I walked backwards.
Really?
I was walking Teddy,
that's good.
And it was a big hill. And I was like, let me just walk, because I was like, it was an accident.
Yeah.
He likes to sniff.
Yeah.
And he'll just sniff around for 5 minutes.
Did he start walking backwards too?
Can you imagine? Fucking 4 legs backwards. So I was watching him because I don't want to get scooped up by a fox or a hawk or something. And I'm walking up this hill and I'm walking backwards. I'm like, I'm feeling muscles in my legs I never fucking feel. Really? And we're boxing. Yeah. You know, it's like squatting on your legs all the time and shit. It hurts. Your legs are always burning when you're boxing.
Yeah, my legs are done.
Your legs are shot.
I think I have problems.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah.
But walking, I'm telling you, try it.
That might be for the shin. Go. A little backwards walk.
Yo, I think for the knees.
For the knees?
I was reading some shit about it strengthens the knee. And I've been having left knee pain in the gym. And when I run, after runs, I've been having weird left knee pain.
Now, how do you walk backwards places?
You got to be alone.
Okay.
It was like a trail.
I actually saw someone on the track doing that.
Backwards. Walking?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think there's something to it.
Try it for a month.
Yeah.
See what happens.
Yeah, I'm going to keep doing it. But it was like a
huge knees.
And I'm walking uphill. This is the cool thing about walking uphill backwards. Your view is crazy.
Oh, yeah.
So I'm walking uphill backwards. I'm like, the sun is like dawning, and like I'm seeing all these tree lines, and like the sky has these cool like patterns in it. I'm like, bro, this is fucking sick, dude. Usually I'm like looking at a hill. Now I'm like scoping out a landscape.
Dang.
It was cool.
That's cool.
What I got a question.
Yeah.
What drives you?
You don't got to do that.
What drives you?
What drives you?
Yeah, like there's things that have to. I think every person to the person, every life is you're moving forward for a reason.
Yeah.
Now, there's small things, food. I'm thirsty. I gotta pee. I got all that. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about if you sat and thought about it. We could do that right now.
Yeah.
What is the force that makes you wake up and continue to go forward?
Honestly, I really feel like this has been something I've been struggling with, is finding a drive. Like what's the
major core thing?
Because you know what it was? I'll talk about like the evolution of my drive.
I like that.
It's been, I think maybe for a lot of people, especially if you're in like a solid family, it's always like you want to like
grow the family,
get money, grow family, like buy your parents like a house, like all this stuff, right? More. But then once reality hits a little bit and you see how, if you got big dreams, especially like when you're younger, and once reality starts happening and like the cards start falling, and you're like, oh, like, but I gotta do this, the more things come up. It's, I don't know, for me, the drive kind of like, it changed from, because like, I feel like I had like some tough times like mentally.
Yeah.
So then my drive was just like, let's just, make it to the next day. And like, as long as we're, living, we're doing good, stuff like that. But I think I'm like getting out of like that kind of rut.
Okay.
And trying to find like what the drive is now.
Okay. Okay. You're unaware of what the drive is.
Kind of, yeah, right now.
Yeah.
Maybe a little lost. I think.
So you cling on to the small things?
Yeah, a little bit, yeah.
Got you.
Right now.
Yeah.
I think I don't have that like idea of like a big driving force right now.
Right on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What about you?
I was thinking about this a lot, and I think that the thing that I've slipped into, which I don't want to stay in, is responsibility. Like, I know I'm responsible for other people now as a provider.
Yeah.
So that's what makes me go. That's what makes me go. I feel like I'm working this is like I a lot this time in the week, and then like every other minute of my day, I'm thinking about how to provide. Recently, like the last couple months, and I don't want to stay there. And I think that's what I was bringing up last week with like, what can I do in my work that is purposeful instead of just my purpose being provision.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
As a man, like I'm glad it feels good, and I'm scared of that. It feels good to like work really hard and provide, and because I know I'm not totally happy there, like I'm not totally fulfilled there. If I just do that, I just think there's more to it. So I think what I've been trying to do, my why has to be based in like selfless service. Instead of selfish provision for me and my people. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Even though provision's selfless in a way, it's still my family, me.
I think I get what you mean. Like, I do find, I think recently I find more that selfless, like being able to just give something to even like just like a random person or, you know what I mean? I feel like doing I don't know, it's weird to think about. Like, how much does like providing something, like maybe just like talking to someone like the cashier or something, or doing like I don't know, like asking someone like you say like ask their name and figure out more about people, and I don't know, I feel like it fulfills me by like making like the space that I'm able to like affect like a better place, or like just more positive. I feel like I find fulfillment in that a lot more than like thinking about like the future and like trying to figure out like this huge, like I don't know, this goal that's, it's just like a lofty goal.
Totally. I agree. I feel the same way. I'm finding that like if I'm not doing the selfless service. And what I mean by that is what you're saying. It's like, if I'm just looking someone in the eye and I'm willing to be awkward and I'm willing to play the fool because I know that that's another human being. If I can just focus on that, like, this isn't a number that's going to give me a little bit larger number of my paycheck. This is like a human, just like me. Yeah. Just like my mom, just like you. So I got to like invest some care. That's a life. So if I start doing this with everyone, not just with a few people, not just with people I like, people that seem cool, people that seem open to it, everyone. If I start doing that little by little as a habit, like I'm trying to form this habit, I think that maybe I can, that's my selfless service. And if I start doing that more often, I realize like, oh, the shit I like to do. Like, I like ramen, right? Ramen's fucking great. I love ramen. But if I'm just being selfish all week and I have ramen ain't too dope. Ramen's just ramen. But if I feel like I'm of service, like I'm being kind to people and I'm feeling fulfilled in that service, and the small things, and anyone could do this shit. I'm not a superhero. I'm just trying to do little things in little pockets when they come up. If I do that, then ramen's dope. Ramen tastes so good. My ramen's incredible that week. You know what I mean? So the things I love, if I'm not selfless and I'm not fulfilled in that way, if I'm not letting it go, and I'm just holding it in for myself, then the shit I don't like.
Because you know what? I think it's because that is such like the ramen is just a temporary like oh, it's great.
It's not even about the ramen.
And like in your mind, if you get like in that like where you're acting not selflessly, you feel that, oh, I could just get as much ramen as I want. It's gonna be dope. But then you're like, well, it's not that great.
Right.
But yeah, definitely like those temporary like those temporary feelings, if you match that with actually like doing things that fulfill, it like enhances everything. Right?
Yeah.
I think that's smart to live like that.
Oh, he's incredible.
Because you can get stuck into, like if you're feeling down, you're just doing what the temporary little things, like I have to bring it back because I didn't say what I was going to say.
Oh, go ahead.
The Mikey being the fat boy and eating.
Shut up.
But the way to get away from that is...
The dude's losing weight and he looks trimmed up.
Look. Well, that's not true because the lady said today.
No, but I don't know what the lady said.
No, I'm just kidding.
You're wearing a big sweater.
I'm kidding. The, just think. You've tried... Like, how many cookies have you had?
Oh, dude,
How many pastas? How many ramens? How many... King crab, lobster, like... dope things like the omakase sushis I've been on. Like I've been to a place like 3 times. I've tried it all. For the most part. I'm sure there's things that I haven't tried. But what I have tried is dope. So good. So why do I need it again? Right?
It's a good question.
Why can't now I just eat chicken and rice and broccoli for the rest for but have cheat days, obviously, to try something new. Right? I feel like that's smart. Now that's willpower, but
it is willpower.
It helps me think about it a little bit better when I think about it like that before I try to have something like a pizza that I've had again. Right? Like another pie of Ralph's Pizza.
It's so easy to just say, I want it. I can get it. I'll get it. It's that fast. And then it's
I can drive and I can get it.
I have all the facilities. Take my money. I'm going to eat that thing. It's hard to create good habits, bro. It's hard. There's a reason pizza's good, man.
It's interesting with like just thinking about humans and like that we just chase this thing that like something that gives us so much pleasure. We just do it again and again and again. We can't just have it once.
No.
We can't just have something once.
No, we want to feel the same.
Nothing. What's something you have just once?
You know what? Let me say this. There's talking about ramen. I love ramen. There was this one place that closed up. It was called Tatsu Ramen. It was incredible. It was in the Lower East Side, and I strolled in there one day. And this is the memory I have, and I think this is important. I was with my buddy Mark, and we were doing a play down in the Lower East Side, and we had a lunch break. So the next block over from the theater was this place, and we were like, "Oh shit, ramen! You want to get some?" Yeah, fuck yeah. We walk in. Don't know what we're walking into. Think it's like whatever, gonna be cool-ish. Never had ramen. Like that blew my mind. Sit down, eat it. First spoonful, bro. I remember I was like, I almost cried. And I'm not like that with food, bro. Food. I don't have a palate. Like you have an elevated palate. I think my wife has an elevated palate. Some people, they have that sense of smell and taste. I don't really have that. Yeah. But that ramen, I swear, took me to like a holiday I never experienced. It felt like I was with family I didn't know. Like that's the only way I can describe it. Yeah. I felt like I was fully like safe on Christmas morning.
I love that.
Eating that ramen with Mark across the table. I said, are you? And we were having this like, you know what I mean? Like looking at each other like, oh my God, it's ramen. So I think I always chased that, and I would try to go back to Tatsu ramen, and it would be great.
Yeah.
But it was never quite that memory of the ramen.
Yeah. Yeah.
There was something about that. Like,
yeah, you think it was that everything that led up to it.
It was like the first time, and then the second time I had it with Lena, it was like the same effect. And then the third time, no, wasn't quite the same. And then the fourth,
Yeah.
I don't know what.
Yeah.
I doubt it was the quality, but there's something about the nostalgia of like, oh, this
100%.
thing
100%.
hit my senses in such a way it created a memory that means something to me. Oh, bro, I want to talk about this, bro. I want to talk about meaning in the past.
Yeah.
I told you about this experience I had where I got to like see someone I knew from a long time ago.
Yeah.
Bro, I want to talk about this.
Let's talk about it.
First, let me read this thing.
Okay.
This is Aldous Huxley, great writer.
Yeah.
Great writer.
What do you write?
Brave New World.
Yes.
It's a little embarrassing that after 45 years of research and study, the best advice I can give people is to be a little kinder to each other. That's so dumb to say.
Yeah.
That's the simplest anyone can say it. Like, be nice to people.
Yeah.
45 years of research. And he's saying, I feel so silly saying this. This is stupid that I'm saying this. But 45 years of research and study with people, philosophies and like, sociological experiments, writings. The best advice I could give somebody is to just be kinder to somebody else. That's what we were talking about the first part of this podcast. So I just wanted to leave that there, let it process. Be nicer to each other, man.
Dang.
Yeah. It's all out there, so I'm just going to air it out. There's nothing hiding. So I got to go. There was a person who I grew up with, and she posted about her mother passing away. Yeah. This was a couple weeks, 3 weeks, 4 weeks ago. And I remember when I read it, I was like, oh man, because the last time I saw this person, her father had passed away. And this was 10 years ago. This was a decade ago. And I had grown up with this girl my whole life. I met her when I was like 5 years old. And I remember the first time I saw her, I was on like the blacktop. It was like my second day at school or first day at school. And I remember she was running. She was beating all the guys. Like she was this little girl. Little 5-year-old girl with long brown hair, and she was sprinting across the blacktop. And she beat everybody. And everyone was like, "Oh shit, he's so fast!" So I remember, I remember her.
Yeah,
obviously, and like I grew up with her, and like I grew with her. Like we grew together. We became young adults together. Right, every year, every day in school, seeing her. And now, I'm 32. She's in her 30s. And I'm seeing her again for this event. And I remember I was like, should I go? Should I not go? Because my heart was saying, you got to go. And I was trying to like investigate why. Like, why do I want to go? Why do I want to be there? And because I could just send a message and be like, I'm sorry for your loss. I really am. But it's awkward because I don't talk to you no more. We knew each other as kids and we grew up together, but I haven't seen you in a long time. Like, I don't know if it'd be weird for me to show up. And I asked the question, I threw it up to God. I said, tell me what I should do. And I went to bed, and the next day I was like, a total clarity, like, I'm going to go. Because, I go. And I see her, and she's this adult. She's an adult woman, and she's going through this terrible thing. And she looks at me, she's like, how are you? Like, we hug, and I'm like, I was like, how am I? Like, I can't even wrap my head around seeing you. And like, this is the circumstance, and it was hard. Like, and I remember when I was looking at her, I was like, I saw like the 5-year-old girl there. I really did. I like saw that girl on the blacktop. And it did something to me, man. It screwed me up in like a major way. And all I could say was like, I was trying to convey, and I don't know if I was able to do it. Like, I definitely wasn't able to be fluent with it, but my heart was just speaking. And I was like, listen, like, she's like, I can't believe you're here. And I was like, I'm shaking. I was like, oh my God, yeah. I was like, of course. I wouldn't I said, I've known you since I was 5. And the thing that surprised me was like how much older we are. You never think you're going to be this old when you're 5.
Yeah.
When you're 5, all you know is like what shows are on TV later and like how fun the day was. And, you know, I didn't realize growing up with this girl how much that girl meant to me because she was a major part of my life. It was a big chapter.
Yeah.
5 to 18, like, is a big chapter.
Definitely.
And yeah, that meaning, it didn't go anywhere. It was like still in my heart. It was just different. It was like total love for another human being. Like I've got your back for life, and we never have to fucking talk ever. Like, no matter what, you never have to say anything to me ever again. You never have to say thank you. You don't have to say nothing. You know, I don't need nothing from you. You don't need nothing from me. Like, it's all good. I just want to like be here to give you a hug and say like, I love you. I'm really terribly sorry. And I just want to like let you know I'm here if you need something because I love you. And that, what you mean to me never faded. Like it's altered, but it's never faded. And it was just cool to like see her as that kid, but an adult at the same time. It's so strange. I never thought I'd see that.
Yeah. I think it's what makes it, maybe I think what is weird about it is you were able to see like growing up like that. Those are like the years where you're like, I think when you're young, you're most vulnerable.
Yeah.
And as you get older, it's like kind of closes.
Yeah.
Right. So
yeah,
probably like, you know what I mean? Like you both seeing each other, it's like you both saw this completely vulnerable side. But now you're like these closed kind of adults.
Whoa.
That haven't, you know, probably spoken in a long time.
Yeah.
But now you're like, so it's like, do you like, it's like, what do we do now? You know?
Yeah.
It's like this kind of awkward, I guess, interaction.
Yeah.
But like, I'm sure like her knowing that, like you're always there is like, you know, obviously a great thing for her, you know?
I don't know. I don't, and it doesn't impact me one way or the other, but it's just like, that's part of it.
Yeah.
I think you're right. I think you're spot on. I think when you're growing up in that amount of time, you're open because you're a kid.
Yeah.
So you make all these mistakes. You say things and you do things and you get into trouble and you know, like I can remember who she dated. I can remember like,
and it's also you knew like their parents and stuff, right?
Yeah.
So it's like
I remember going to her house.
Not many people know, like, can relate or like think about them, or you know what I mean. And
it's like a pillar in your life. This person, this other life, means something to my life.
Yeah.
That it was preserved. It was like in a capsule. And it's like, oh, that's always gonna mean something to me in my heart. But then a piece of it goes away, and you're like, what the fuck is going on?
Yeah.
Wait. Oh, I'm gonna start losing everything. Like reality hit, and I was like, wow, she's a grown woman. She's 5 in my eyes, or she's 18, or she's 12.
Yeah.
But she's this, an adult, and what am I?
Yeah.
It makes you look in a mirror, and then I was like thinking about my parents. I'm thinking about my dad. I'm thinking about my mom. I'm like, that's gonna come for me one day too. Yeah. And I don't know. I'm not expecting anything. I'm just saying, like, to see that in a person I care about and love since I was a kid, like, it left me with like as you get older, man, I'm telling you, I'm not much older than you.
Yeah.
But I'm telling you, life becomes more and more strange and difficult in ways. In a beautiful way, in an honest way. You know? We're invincible when we're young.
Yeah.
There is no losing parents. There is no You're not going to see pain in the faces of your friends growing up in that kind of way.
Yeah.
You know? You're not going to have to hug someone that like
Yeah, it's
lost
almost,
their family.
yeah, it's weird to think of those people you've connected with, like your best friends in high school.
Oh, man.
Like you've never really, at least with my best friends, I've never had like that like deep like, you know, like cried in front of each other or like something bad like that.
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
It's kind of more like on the surface kind of stuff. Then like after I haven't seen them, it's like, oh, like I didn't even think about it.
Yeah.
You know, but if that situation happened to them, I'd be like, oh man.
Yeah.
Like I wonder how like I'd want to be there for them.
Oh yeah,
you know what
for
I mean?
sure.
As an adult,
Yeah,
for sure.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah.
Which is, I don't know, it's weird to think about. You know,
It just, yeah, it is weird to think about. And I think if you ever experience that, it's a weird scenario. But like if you ever go through it, it's it makes you hold the mirror up to yourself.
Yeah.
Because I remember when I used to see her, I'd be like nervous and I'd be like anxious and I'd be like excited or whatever.
Yeah.
And now all those things are gone. They're all gone. There's no more of that. It doesn't exist. That life's over. But like you don't know it till you see it.
Yeah.
You don't know it until you're in the face of it again. And then you're like, wow, I can say anything.
Yeah.
You know, I have this whole other life. She asked me what's going on in your life. I'm like, I can't even fucking begin to tell you. I don't even know how to, and especially not now. You know, there's nothing to say. I think I said, you know, life. Like I was like, I can't, you know, life. There's a lot.
I feel like in those moments we have to be like, we got to talk about it another time.
That's what I said. If you ever, you know, would like to.
I think there's nothing wrong with that.
It just was a cool, not a cool experience, but like, I'm glad I was alive.
Yeah.
And I trusted my heart and I went. And I was there to like give her that hug and look her in the eye and express like, I don't understand, but I'm here.
Yeah.
If you need. And there's love there.
I think that's good of you to go to. Just because it's like, that's just like such a reality in life. You know?
Yeah.
It's like something you don't want to, it's easy to like not want to deal with it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. It's easy to fire off a mess. Good luck.
Yeah. I feel like it'd be interesting to go back and like reach out to someone that you knew for a long time ago and just be like, wanted to sit down and just say what happened.
I've done that a few times.
Yeah.
And I love it every time.
Yeah.
If there have zero expectations.
Yeah.
You should go with no expectations.
Yeah.
You don't expect nothing from the other person. Which is hard. I think you should.
Gotta reach out to some people.
If you get an instinct, an impulse, you should.
Yeah.
I would trust it. Something sending you like a ooh, you should pick up that phone and call me.
Yeah.
Do it. I think that'd be a cool experience for you because you're gonna learn something one way or the other.
Yeah.
And you're gonna learn something about life too. People change.
Yeah, I've done it for a couple friends, but
it
was a couple years ago actually. Probably a lot. You know what's weird? How come now? Like a couple years ago is like actually 6 years ago. You know? That's the crazy thing. I think about some things that I did and it's like, I'm like, yeah, man, it was like just a year or two ago.
Yeah.
But it's actually like 2018, which is like 4 years ago.
Yeah. Yeah.
Which sounds so stupid to say, but I don't know.
It's not.
I guess it's just something getting old, but
Time moves faster.
dude, it gets so quick.
And I think this goes back to, this is my theory.
Yeah.
You wake up and it's, what do I have to get this.
Yeah.
So I'm going to get up. I'm going to work real hard. I'm going to work real hard. I'm going to work real hard. I'm going to get tired. I'm going to eat something. I'm going to go to sleep. I'm going to wake up. I'm going to work real hard. I'm going to work real hard. I got to hit that number. I'm going to work harder. I'm going to get tired. I'm going to eat something. I'm going to go to sleep. And I'm going to do it again.
Yeah.
So you're not clocking like, what does Mikey look like today? Like I'm looking at you now, but like, I don't do that every day.
Yeah.
Right? And so one day I'm going to blink. You're going to be 50. I'm gonna be like, what the fuck? I didn't stop and like see how this dude was doing. Like, I was so focused on just this. You can fall into this life of go to sleep, wake up, work, eat, sleep, wake up, work, and it's so easy. It's so easy. It's structured in a way that like it makes us put our eyes down and just do the thing.
Yeah.
And the only thing that breaks that up that I've ever experienced in my life is presence. Stopping the fucking...
Yes.
Even if you're doing the work, even if you're in the middle of like painting the wall.
Yes.
Having a curious... Oh, wait a second. What color is this?
Yeah.
Oh, that reminds me of this. Wait, what's that guy doing? Oh yeah, right. I know I got to do this. I'm doing this still, but I don't know. To me, man, like it's the only thing that halts the. I'm all over the place today, bro.
No, keep going.
There's this thing I heard in relation to me seeing my old friend, and I was processing this. I felt like I was in a good place, and then I saw this movie, Her, a clip of this movie, Her.
I love
you remember
Her.
that movie?
Yeah.
Like Joaquin Phoenix falls in love with the Siri thing, right? Which is a very cool concept, and I think we might be headed for it. I think Japan's already
Great
there.
movie, dude.
Yeah, bro. It is a good movie and fantastic acting and I think great writing. So there's a part in the script that rocked me, and I got it right here because it struck that thing. Yeah. Like it said it so well. How I feel. So he's saying, "Dear Catherine, I've been sitting here thinking about all the things I wanted to apologize to you for. Now, that doesn't really relate to me. All the pain we caused each other, that doesn't really relate to me. Everything I put on you doesn't really relate to me. Everything I needed you to be or needed you to say, I'm sorry for that. Here, I'll always love you for you because we grew up together and you helped make me who I am. I just wanted you to know that there will be a piece of you in me always. And I'm grateful for that.
Yeah.
Whatever someone you become and wherever you are in the world, I'm sending you love. You're my friend to the end."
Oh.
That to me hit it. There's a part of you in me always.
Yeah.
That's what I wanted to talk about. There's a part of that person that meant something to me.
Yeah.
I carry that person with me everywhere I go. That person impacted who I am.
Yeah.
Changed me, my chemistry.
Yeah.
And sent me in a different path. I'm here today, the person I am, because of the person I interacted with. All of them. Every one of them.
Yeah.
And the ones that left like those lasting fingerprints on my life, they mean something to me. I carry them with me. That exchange, bro. A friendship does that.
Yeah.
A relationship does that.
Yep. I like it because I remember you were telling me about this thing, and you were like, it's weird, it's bothering you to even think about it because it's like, I don't know, it's like you're in this place, you have these people in your life, and that's like a whole other thing. Like you have so much to worry about right now, but for you to go back and I don't know, for it to bring it up as it's something that's bothering you, it's weird. It's like it feels a little selfish. It feels a little that was the past, or is it important? That's the thing. Is it all right to think about it and and act on it? Maybe.
Yeah.
To.
But what does it hurt?
Yeah. I mean, it's certain. I think with especially with I've seen in my personal relationships of things that came up from the past. It's always been a thing, whether it be me or a partner, a partner from their past.
Right.
Something comes up always. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it, I think when you first confront it, you can a partner can take it as you're thinking about another partner or something, or it's a bad thing.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because I feel in certain instances that's what it is, right? It could be a previous partner, but that's someone that had an effect on your life. You know what I mean? Let's say that happened to an ex or something that you were still all right with.
If it was an ex, I get it.
Yeah,
I get it. I get it. I get what you're saying.
You feel me?
I understand how that could be a muddy situation. For sure. Yeah.
But I almost think that it's if that was the past and you did have a thing, with a person, and let's say it ended off good terms or something.
Yeah.
Is it all right to care about them? Or care about that?
Question.
Care about that
I think
if they're hurt, I don't know. That's tough. That's a whole nother, I think, thing. You know what I mean? Outside of friendship, but
you can't lie about how you feel.
Yeah.
If you care about someone, you could tell I don't care. Hey heart, I don't care.
Yeah.
Your heart's I don't care what you say. I do care. I care about that person.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Because we never dated, and it wasn't that kind of thing. But I know, I'm sure, if it was an ex of mine in my past, if something happened, I'd still feel care.
Yeah.
You know? Even if things ended badly, it's like there's still care.
Yeah.
You know, it's not I'm not rushing back like I can save you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's not that.
Yeah,
but it's just like that person is a part of you.
Yeah.
It's that same thing. There's some kind of, they leave a piece of themselves.
It does, man.
In you.
That's the thing that I think I'm trying to get at.
Yeah.
So I'm working my way there. Is that piece is like, it's weird because it's like a whole, like amalgamation of like the whole relationship and how they made you feel.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. Yeah.
And maybe it's in like the best times. You know what I mean?
For sure it is.
But it like, if you like hear something bad that happened or something, you're like, oh, fuck.
Yeah.
Right? Like you still have some sort of like care. And I think that's just like maybe like a human thing. Like you care like as a person, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
For someone's well-being,
For sure.
obviously.
For sure.
But yeah, that always comes up sometimes. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's
And
interesting.
I felt too like I know that my relationship with that person, it wasn't like a perfect relationship.
Yeah.
And I remember the good parts
Yeah.
now more than ever. You live.
I think that goes to like the forgiveness kind of thing.
That's what I'm
right?
going to say. Like
Yeah.
time heals the wounds of like your ego
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
the things that hurt you, or you felt like, you know, I put
Yeah.
responsibility on other people sometimes because I'm like, don't you know what you did to me?
Yeah.
And they're just walking around like, nah, I have no idea. Or if I confront them even, you know, I've had that multiple times where I've been, or a few times now where I've been like, you know, dog, I don't trust you.
Yeah.
You hurt me. And I'm telling you now, like, I don't think we could be friends. And 2 years later, I'm like, looking back on it, I'm like, fuck, I played a part in this and I'm sorry.
Yeah.
You know, I can see it now, 2020, because time has healed it. Time has given me some kind of focus. I've also worked on it enough to have perspective.
Yeah.
I've matured in that way. And so I apologize.
Yeah.
You want to be friends still? No. Okay. Yeah. My bad. I messed up the friendship. Sorry for calling you out and blaming you for everything. You know, in that situation, that didn't happen. You know, not that she ever did anything that like hurt me in like a you know real way, but like, you know, I remember not leaving, you know, high school thinking like, oh, this is gonna be super close. I knew that wasn't gonna happen. And I think you grow, you mature, you forgive, you find compassion. You realize this is the big one. You're not fucking perfect either.
Yeah. Yeah. Time will make you like realize that.
Oh, bro. Life will show you how imperfect you are. And I think God does that too. Yeah. And I think he does that totally. And once you have that, you have perspective. Yeah. You know you're not perfect. You know, I'm not going to agree in the moment. I'm not going to be fucking psyched if you do something that hurts me in the moment. If you punch me in the face, you're like, sorry, bro, I just lost my mind for a second. You know, I've lost my mind for a second too. But like, I'd be pissed. But then, you know, I don't know how much longer later, I'd be like, I get it, bro. It's okay. I love you. It's good. So I think that's the perspective you start to have, and you remember the beautiful shit, the shit that stuck with you, that meant something to you, that she or he left you with, that made you a better person, or someone who had a fuller heart. You know, that's what it is. Like someone's putting a piece of themselves into your heart, and they're filling it. They're leaving a piece of themselves with you. I still remember that little girl, dude. Yeah. And it's pure. I'm always going to remember her as that little girl, and watch her grow in a beautiful way. It's crazy. It's fucking psycho shit, but it's real.
Yeah, I even find myself when I'm, I said like before at a couple podcasts, like I've been doing this walking stuff, and like a lot of the time I figured like, I started like listening to audiobooks, and even like I'm started like writing while I'm just walking.
Oh, wow.
And I find myself like, especially for like music and stuff, like lyrics I'm writing is like, I'm thinking a lot about like the past and like, I don't know, just trying to, I think that I like that feeling of like the nostalgia and the people of the past and what they mean. Like, I feel like I want to, I've been exploring that way more, you know?
Yeah.
Cause it's all like what ifs, right?
Right.
And it's just, I don't know. I think especially being single, I think it just makes you like think even more.
Are there things that you can think of in the past that you didn't know were going to mean so much to you, but now you look back and you're like, I can't believe how beautiful that was. I didn't see it when I was in it, but I really wish I could go back.
I think there's a lot of stuff.
Could you share one?
Yeah.
I'll share one with you too.
I don't know if it's even like something so specific.
Yeah.
Or like I don't think it's like a gesture or anything. I think it's like it's almost that presence, right? Like when you're with someone and it's like everything around you doesn't matter.
Disappear.
Right?
Yeah.
It's just like this person.
The ministry of presence.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's kind of like, I think, the best part of it, right?
Yeah.
In a way.
Yeah. Totally.
What about you?
I've been thinking about Pops a lot. So I was flirting with that in my journals and my thoughts. And I look back on this time where I was real little. I was probably like 4 or 5. And he lived in an apartment above a hair salon. It was in like Garfield. And he would pick me up on the weekend. And we'd go to his place. I remember he had Resident Evil, the first one. And I would hide behind the pillows on the couch, behind his back. He had this big wide back. I was this little guy. He had this big muscular back, and I'm like hiding behind him, and he's playing Resident Evil. And he's like, oh my God. And I would laugh and scream and fucking. And I remember we used to like, he would put me to bed every night in his big, like he had a big bed. And he'd put me to bed every night. He'd rub my head and he like traced my face with his hands and his fingers. And it was like this very feminine thing. When I thought back, like to do that, it's a very beautiful feminine thing. And I'm that way. I'm not like, I think, I don't know, people see me as like big and strong sometimes. Yeah. But I'm also like, when you talk to me, I think I'm willing to be kind of silly and not masculine. Yeah. I'm not too worried about if I'm manly or not. Yeah. And I think that comes from him because he was very manly and like big, mature, muscular, like dude. Yeah. And cared very much how other people perceived him. But with me, he was very himself, and like we would take showers together. I remember he was little, like I was little, and like that wasn't weird at all. It was like totally normal because I'm a little kid. And like I remember he was just taking care of me, and like. All we had was tuna and macaroni. He was like real broke. Yeah. So he had the cans of the tuna and little egg noodles. And for 3 meals, he's a bodybuilder. So it was like protein and carbs. Yeah. And so we'd eat that for like lunch and dinner every day. Yeah. And then he had his own, he was a dental technician. In his father's basement in Patterson, he created a little office, little laboratory where he'd make the crowns. Yeah. It was him and another person. And I used to go there he'd pick up a crumb cake for me in the morning at some place. And he'd take me to my grandpa's house. Yeah. And I'd go in the office with him and we'd just work all day. Yeah. And I'm sitting there either in like the dusty part of the basement or the office. And I remember him just, melting wax and building these crowns. And I'm pretending to work on like a comic book on a pad of sticky notes, like a flip cartoon. You remember that? And it's like an image and it moves. I would do that for hours. And I missed that. Yeah. I don't know. When I look back, I'm like, I never thought I'd want to go back to a basement in Patterson and watch my dad work and pretend to work on my own creative shit. Yeah. While I'm smelling like whatever dust is flying around the air and like just playing around. But like, I would love to do that again. I would love to like, play Resident Evil, watch my dad play Resident Evil as a kid again, and like take a shower with him and fucking have him rub my face, and fall asleep and wake up to him feeding me egg noodles and tuna and then going or crumb cake and then hitting that office in Patterson, then in his father's basement. Yeah, I would love to do that.
It's your childhood.
Oh, bro, but that moment means something to me. Which surprises me. I never thought it would fucking mean anything. I thought I probably was bored. I probably was like, I just can't wait to get out of here. Or maybe I wasn't. I don't really remember. But when I look back on it, I'm like, fuck, that was beautiful, man. That was poetic. Like, that was cool. My dad wanted to roll around with me. Yeah. And he was like really affectionate in like a hidden way. He never really hid love, but he was also like, it was personal. Yeah. He looked at me in a certain way. I was like, this motherfucker loves me, man. Yeah. I knew that. He loves me, dude. Perfect dude? No. Like, flawed. Now that I'm older, I get it. I get it. Yeah. But that dude loves me. Like, maybe showing it different ways as we grow. And I'm a man. And, like, he's a man. But that's what it is. It's like, that dude, my dad, I will always... If I look in his eyes, will cut to the core of my heart every time. Every time. And I think that's why, like, it's hard to. Because I know in there, me and him are in that basement and Patterson are in that bedroom.
Yeah.
You know, or on that couch.
Yeah.
I know it, dude. I know he loves me like that.
Wow.
And I think that's why it's so hard sometimes to be like growing older.
Yeah.
Because you can't do that stuff no more.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah. I can think of a lot of like moments like that too. Like very similar too. Yeah. I remember it's literally like the same thing. Same thing with the video game, getting scared.
Yeah. Would he be playing him?
He'd be playing Metal Gear Solid.
Oh, what a good dude! Our dads played the coolest,
and we'd be like
games.
on the bed, like, "What are we doing?"
Yes.
And then like when he gets caught, and like it'd be loud as heck, we'd like scream and start running around. Me and my brother.
Yes, dude.
Oh my god, I love that. Yeah, and we had this little office area he had in the attic, and we like run in there and be like, just hide.
Dude, I love that stuff.
And then like the same thing, he'd bring us to this place I'm working right now, like that building.
Yeah.
And he'd have like a little vending machine side business.
Yeah.
And he'd make us like, bring the cans.
The change.
And like load the cans up, like bring them to him. And yeah, we'd like roll around in the truck. Yeah. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, a lot of memories, man.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah. I had talked to them recently and they were like as we get older, we're gonna have like there's so many memories we're gonna have and stuff. You know what I mean?
That's what you hope for.
Yeah. It's gonna be cool to look back.
Yeah.
You know? Yeah.
Every person who I feel like has lost a parent, they all say the same thing.
Yeah.
And it's like talk to your mom and dad. Even if shit ain't right, talk to your mom and dad.
Yeah, yeah.
Talk
definitely.
to them. There's no love like the way a mother looks at you or a father looks at you.
Yeah.
It's gonna be impossible to find that. You'll find that in a partner. Someone will find you in life.
Yeah.
But no one who created you.
Yeah, there's no way.
There's no other kind of love like that.
That's like an eternal, like just such a unique thing in life.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, bro. So blessed to like have my parents still.
Yeah.
And like work through my bullshit.
Yeah. Yeah.
My feelings.
Yeah, me too. I just started working through feelings.
Yeah.
It's like it took me 26 years.
Yeah. But those feelings are important.
Yeah.
You need to express them.
Yeah.
You can't hide them. If you hide them and you don't work on them, it's like nothing gets resolved. You have no chance of being like having a relationship as an adult.
Yeah.
You have no chance.
Yeah.
You just be fucking, I'm fine. It's fine.
Yep.
Everything they say grates on me, but it's fucking fine. Gotta see my Christmas. Fuck.
Yeah.
That's what happens. You turn into a fucking curmudgeon.
Yep. And that's going to be all your memories.
And that'll be everything you remember. And you'll wish.
You avoiding it.
You'll wish you said something.
Yeah.
You'll wish I was able to say like, because I had this fucking well of love for this human being, man. For this, my mom, my dad. Like, I love them so much and I can never fucking express it because I had all this feeling bullshit.
Yep.
And I didn't know how to talk about it.
Yeah.
You got to talk about it.
Yeah.
It's going to be weird. And, it's just weird. Shit's weird.
Yeah.
But, like, on the other side of the awkward, weird, uncomfortable, angry, fucking, if it turns into throwing insults, if it turns into, like, don't talk to me, if it turns into, I don't know what, worse, you would have been heard, understood, maybe, in the long run, and nothing went unsaid. My advice from experience would be process the emotion first. Go through that anger, the shit that bothers you. Figure out why. Like, say it out loud. Talk to somebody about it. Walk around with it. Express it. Don't keep it in.
Yeah.
And then I think you'll have some perspective.
Definitely.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think that's the biggest thing clouding your outlook is that like holding in, because that's just going to be welling up and just million different like worries you're cycling through, and you can't form like actually how you feel. You just have all these different mixed emotions.
But then they change.
Yeah.
The circumstance doesn't change, right?
Yeah.
Right. Even if the person doesn't change, if shit, like something about who you love, the person you love the most, like doesn't change, and the shit that they do would bother you, would hurt you, deeply hurt you. If you work on yourself, because it's you, dog, it's you. You can't do nothing about the other person, homie. You can tell them how you feel, right? And that's all you can do. But you can't expect them to do anything different. You know, people change if they want to change, if they're willing to change. They don't change because you tell them to change.
Yeah.
You know, you won't change if I tell you something to change and you're like, bro, why would I walk on my hands to work? That makes no sense.
Yeah.
Why would I be willing to walk on my hands? I'd be like, dog, no, it's better for your health. Like, you need to walk on your hands. I'd be like, Dave, I'm not willing to walk on my hands. I'm not going to change. You know, sometimes that's how they're going to hear you.
Yeah.
So what if they never change? I'll pose that question. What if they never change? And it's up to you, dog. Like,
Yeah.
you know, are your feelings going to change? Probably. If you work on like compassion, what is your part? What is your part? Maybe you're just a kid. Maybe nothing was your part. Maybe not voicing how you felt earlier on is your part. You can take responsibility for that. That's my side of the street. You're very good at that. You told me a long time ago, you know, I wasn't so good at that. You'd be like, yo, you know, I know you're bummed about this situation, but like, you know, I don't know. Don't you think that you're very cool the way you word it too. You'll be like, you'll be like, I don't know, dog. Don't you think they were feeling this way? Like, don't you think that they were going through some other thing in their life? Maybe that like they didn't think about it the way you thought about it. And I'd be like, nah, fuck that.
Yeah.
No, they definitely knew what I was going through. No, maybe they didn't.
Yeah.
Maybe they didn't.
I think a lot of the time.
Yeah.
A lot of the time it's probably they're going through the same thing that you're doing right now.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, dude. Yeah. So
Just cloud.
and I'm selfish. You know, I was on my own, dude. I was trying to be perfect and live perfect and get love. So if I'm not perfect, if I'm perfect, like you're wrong, dude. I'm trying to make sure you know that. Like I'm not fucking wrong. You know, you messed up because I feel it. So you messed up.
Yep.
Hey, bro, guess what? Like feelings aren't facts, homie. You know, you're selfish. You don't know. You're not taking care of your side of things. So all that to say, I think I'm always going to be having to fucking keep eyes on myself.
Yeah.
Don't you feel that way?
Yeah.
You're good at it. You're natural at it.
No, I think I'm better now.
Really?
Yeah. I think as time keeps going on, like that's the thing. Like as these things keep happening, I think the emotion thing, like this recent thing I've been through, it's another step. You know what I mean? It made me like things changed like completely now.
Yeah.
You know, and I think you're gonna run into those, you know, certain people that you gotta, you know, figure something out with.
Yeah.
Like there's an issue, and it might take, you know, a week, or it might take a month or years, you know. But the more we do it, I think it could take less time, and there's more like time for living and like spending time with each other. You know.
Totally.
Yeah.
There's opportunity on the other side of it. Yeah. And it's gonna be hell sometimes, but go through it. Go through it. You'll regret if you didn't. I think.
I'm like really just like happy for is. Like I thought recently about like the last time you were telling me about like you and your dad.
Yeah.
And like from the beginning, from what you told me, until like now,
bro,
is like I don't know, man. It's how long did it take? Right?
A year.
Yeah.
Took a year. Took a year.
It's crazy, you know.
Yeah.
It's beautiful to see like that, you know, like looking back at a year like that.
And I'm not lying.
Yeah.
I can see it. Totally like, real.
The way you say it and the way what you do, like 100%, man. It's growth, you know.
Yeah, and
it's cool that you can like just see it, you know.
Yeah, dude. Well, it's cool. Thank you for saying that.
Yeah,
I really tried hard, and like I still do, bro. I still try. I tried very hard. Every time I think of him, I'm like, I can go to a compassionate place now. I wasn't able to before. Yeah. But homie, guess what? I had to express how I felt in a real way, in a fucked up way, in a this makes no sense way. These are just feelings, and I got to talk to a fucking therapist, and I got to talk to my God, and I got to get right. I got to ask him 5 times a week, 7 times a week, clean up my heart, man. Like take care of my dad, and like just clean up my heart because I'm pissed. Take care of me and like show me how you see my dad. Show me that. Yeah, that's what I want to see. How do you see him? Because I see him this way. And then boom, like a little thing would happen where I get this impulse, and it'd be, or like a vision of my dad. It'd be a memory, or it'd be a dream. You know, I still remember I had this crazy dream. I think I told you about it, and it was like the week I said I'm gonna talk to my dad. I'm gonna sit down and have this conversation with him. And I don't know how it's gonna go, but I have love and I want to express it.
Yep.
And forgiveness. That's when the week of forgiveness happened for me. But it was 3 dreams in a row, and there was. I won't talk about the first 2. The third one, the last one, it happened every night for like 3 days.
Yeah.
And I was pushing it away. I was like, no, I'm pissed. Like, I was making myself pissed every day still. I was dredging up the old shit that bothered me. And I was trying to push away this wave of forgiveness that I feel, I swear, this is how I believe God was sending me and purifying my heart and giving me his eyes. I was in like some situation. I feel like I was in a casino or so. It made no sense. And my dad was there. And like my stepmom was there. And we're going to something for her. And he's carrying we're all carrying a bunch of things for her. And he's like, you know, fuck this. And drops all the stuff and starts walking off. And I walk after him, right? And he's walking pretty fast. I'm walking after him. I grab him, I spin him around. I'm like, you know, hey, why, you know, what are you doing? And like I can't hold him. He like keeps walking. Boom, boom, boom. He's faster now though. I catch up to him and I'm like grabbing at him and I can't hold him, right? Like it keeps slipping off. And now he starts like jogging.
Oh man.
So I start running after him and now I'm fucking mad. Like this is, I'm ready to rip his fucking like face off. I'm ready to melt him. And I grab him and I fucking spin him around. And I grab him like this. And I'm like, what is your fucking problem? What is your fucking problem? What is wrong with you? Why are you doing this? Why are you doing this, dude? Why? And he looks at me and he's like, with the most peaceful fucking serenity, dude, like an angel. And he's like, because I made you better than me. And he said that in that way. I've never had this thought in my entire fucking life.
Ugh.
That kind of compassion and vision of his father was this, and he was this, and I'm this. And his job was to make me better than him.
Yeah, that's...
If that doesn't fucking move your heart, man, like that changed the way I saw my dad. And I think God sent me that.
Wow.
He showed me that.
Yeah.
And it changed the way I saw him.
Wow.
It was one of like the big key turns. Like there's like a screw, like imagine a screw and you're getting it to that point where it's almost just fucking, it just needs one more.
Yeah.
And that was like the last turn of the screw, dude.
Dang. That's crazy.
And who knows what the future holds, man.
Yeah.
I'm sure it's not going to be just smooth sailing, but I'm glad at this chapter I can see while he's alive and while I'm in this position, I'm alive. Yeah. I can express love and not expect nothing.
Yeah.
Nothing.
At least able to like connect again, you know?
Yeah. It's a beautiful thing.
Whatever
to share
way
time.
that is.
Yeah. Just to share time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's important.
In a loving way.
Wow.
Yeah. Less pain. Yeah. More peace, more serenity.
Yeah.
Guys, that's episode, unless you have anything else to share.
I got one last thing.
Go ahead.
Because I saw a movie.
Oh, wait. Paris, Texas.
So I didn't see it because it was sold out.
You were going to Film Forum to watch Paris, Texas.
Yeah.
So what'd you see?
And all right, so cool thing about it being sold out, film's alive. Film's alive.
That's a beautiful perspective.
Sold out? 80s film?
Yeah, bro.
Sold out?
You're right.
That's crazy.
Film Forum, New York City, sold out. Paris, Texas, still screening.
Isn't that sick?
Beautiful film, shot in Texas.
I gotta watch it.
Still alive.
I need your HBO.
Yeah, let's go. You got it. You got it.
Do I?
I'll give it to you.
I need it. I want to watch it. Because I was like, I could just watch this at home, so I'm not so mad.
Yeah.
It would be cool to see
It'd be cool to be
the remastered, in theater, but...
Damn, I would have loved to go to that.
I know, and it's over.
It's sold out.
It's not happening
it's
anymore.
not going to happen for a while.
So, your boy saw the best next thing. EO.
What is that?
So, I was gonna pull a sneaky and like my friends were in there, and
you snuck in there.
I was gonna to the Paris, Texas.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, like, yeah, text me if you still have a seat, and I'll just sneak in. But then I was like, I was looking at this film that was the next one that was the same time as the only other film showing.
Yeah.
And there's like 13 people in there. Probably the same thing happened to them. And I read about it, and it's by a Polish director.
Hey.
And I was like, oh, like, that's cool.
Let's go.
And like it was the official like selection for Cannes. It won like the jury prize. No, it was official selection for the Academy Awards. Okay. And it was the Cannes like jury winner.
Grand jury winner.
I was like, that's crazy, right? Like
for like Sundance or for a festival?
For the Cannes festival.
Oh, the Cannes Film Festival. Yeah. Oh shit.
Yeah.
Oh,
so I was like, oh, like I'm kind of want to see this.
Yeah.
Like, this sounds sick.
Yeah.
And the cover is just like, it's EO, the letter EO, and it's just like a donkey.
Okay.
On the thing.
Yeah.
And it's like this little like contemporary like art house film, kind of like eco-conscious. It's like it's basically this, it starts off like this girl, and I don't think you can really see it anywhere, so I'm gonna spoil it.
Good luck. Spoiler alert.
Yeah, spoiler alert. But it's following this like, I just want to say it made me be like a little bit excited for like film and writing and stuff like that. Story, yeah. Because it's from the eyes of like an animal.
Yeah.
I never thought of this, to do something in like the eyes of an animal, looking at like humans experiencing things.
Yeah.
You know? Yeah. And this donkey had like, it was like a circus donkey. And it basically like the circus got like busted because there was like activists like trying to shut down like animal cruelty. And like and there was like this little girl that like loved the donkey. And like it saw her basically grow up. And like they were separated, and she came back to him, and she was like a drunk, and like would like go to it every once in a while I was on this farm, and she was like growing up, and she's like, I'm gonna leave you. She was drunk, and like she never saw her again. And then the donkey like ran out and like ran away, and like this, I was like, I don't know, it just made me think about a lot of how cool like how people are still like innovating in a way, you know?
Yeah.
Like trying to think of different like perspectives, and I don't know, and being able to like give a human like ideas to like an animal.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Like it misses this like person.
Right.
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 But then the person isn't the same when they come back. And now they go to like they're flown to like another country, you know, and they're like they're not happy where they are. You know? It's weird. There's a lot of parts in it that were kind of weird, like very strange. Because obviously it's like art house.
Yeah.
But it was interesting, man.
Yeah.
It was cool.
Yeah.
You know?
Fuck yeah.
It's just cool to see something different.
I love that.
Right?
Film's alive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Film alive.
That director had something to say, or that writer.
Yeah.
Had something to say.
Yeah. It was a little bit crazy at times, but it was cool.
Different.
Yeah.
I fucking love that. I just want to see film just be revived.
Yeah.
And alive. Just stay alive.
And it's like this old dude that made it. I was like, what? This makes no sense. But,
and a Polish film.
Yeah.
Respect.
Randomly.
Let's go.
Yeah. That's it.
That's the You Are Here podcast.
Episode 201?
201. Guys, you can sign up for Anytime Actors Lab at anytimeactorslab.com.
On sale.
It's on sale right now, I believe, still. If not, I'm a liar. But thank you for liking and subscribing. Tell your friends, tell your family. Mikey and Dave are here for you. If you need us, you can DM us. You can do whatever you want to message us. We will respond. We have a website, www.youareherepodcast.net. We have an anonymous page, little thing there. You can ask us anything, talk to us, whatever. We're here. Also, Patreon.com. It's the best way to support us. If you feel like throwing us something, we appreciate it. It goes a long way for us. We're building this thing one block at a time.
Boom.
If you want to hang out with us, twitch.tv/You Are Here podcast is the best way. Me and Mikey are on there every week, and we're playing fun games, and we're chatting with you guys, and it's just a fun time. It's a fun kiddie time where we play games and have fun and get scared, but together. We love you guys.
My name's Mike, and I'm signing out.
My name's Dave. I love y'all. Please be kind to yourselves and please be kind to one another.